What's going on here, guys? Is your ball python not eating? Let's figure it out. So there are 3 key reasons why your ball python might not be eating. 1 is a bad experience, 2 is its husbandry, and 3 is it breeding season. So let's take a deeper dive into each one of those categories and let's see which one gets the solution to your problem. Let's talk about bad experience. If your snake has experienced something tragic recently when it involves feeding, it most likely won't eat because its only line of defense is its mouth. So when the snake is stressed or defensive, it's not going to eat because it feels like it needs its weapon at its mouth. So if that's the case and it doesn't take the food, wait a couple days and try to put it back in there. And if he's still not taking the frozen thawed, I would try a live feeding, not put the mouse in there and shut the top and walk away. Keep your eye on it, just walk away so the snake can't actually see you. That is how I personally have taken care of that specific problem, and it works very well for me, so that is something that I'm going to recommend to anyone else. Second is husbandry. So husbandry is where the snake's going to spend most of its time. It's tank. So you got to make sure the heat's right, the humidity's right, it has places to hide, because ball pythons like being hidden. That's their preference, that's what they like. So you gotta make sure their tank's heat is around 90, low 80s, nothing less. You also gotta make sure their humidity is around 60, not much higher than that and not much lower than that. Cause if you can keep your tank as close as their natural environment, then they'll most likely start eating. Breeding season. This is the 3rd one on our list. Breeding season falls in spring. So if you have other snakes around and they start releasing their pheromones and whatever they do to get started, get busy, can also turn your snake off of food, and because they're gonna think they're ready to breed and instinctually they don't eat. If none of them have bred, you shouldn't breed them until they've eaten and they're at the right weight. Males typically need to be around 800 to 1,000, and females need to be around 1,200 to 2,000 grams. I should have said that before, but grams. And you got to make sure that they're not underweight going into breeding season, because you can lose your snake, you can lose its eggs. So you got to make sure that everything is right, and that could be why your snake's not eating. So there's 3 reasons why your ball python might not be eating. Remember that it could either be its husbandry, it can be bad experience, and it can also be breeding season. But if you are planning on breeding ball pythons, make sure they're at the right weight and make sure you take care of the snake. But remember, this is Black Fusion Reptiles. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.